demons, trying to overextend yourself into what you can achieve. Both of these competitors are ready to duke it out. We're going to be seeing another Bayonetta Ditto. We're going into Smash build, so you know that they have to be extremely cautious of how they approach, if they approach at all.
Yep, we've got that platform. Starting it off with a double taunt. Tyroy actually ran forward. It's like, oh, we scrapping? And then Jules hit the taunt, and we got the good sportsmanship going.
Yeah.
All right. So now getting directly into it, we talked about perhaps seeing a little bit more defensive gameplay, but right now it looks like these two Bayos, we trying to scrap right here.
Yeah, by the way, people in chat, if you think that Ditto Bayonetta is not hype, you're about to miss out on a beautiful set, because I know we've seen it before. Jules being really aggressive at most times, and Tyroy is also trying to chase her down at every single point of turn. You know that you're in for an extremely chaotic and very aggressive match. At least I hope they don't prove me wrong throughout the set. But I mean, I'm just following the trend, right? Both of these competitors have shown that their aggression is on point and trying to go for an up smash. Gets the first stock already. It is Tyroy who gets a very early lead.
We gotta appreciate the recognition right there. Again, those long-lasting hitboxes will claim with the smash attack. So Tyroy tossed out that single hit fair and had plenty of time to connect it to the up smash. Phenomenal character knowledge. Now getting started right here, Jules. Again, potentially in disadvantage. Tyroy just tossing Bayo up. That's what we've been seeing so much as this meta has developed since the game has kind of finished up with its patch cycle. We've seen a lot more just toss the Bayo up and try to react to what the defensive options are.
Yeah, Jules trying to get another edge guard. Something that she's really good at. Fortunately for Tyroy, not being able to recover safely, that's going to cost quite a lot there. That is the perfect opportunity for Jules to get something started, but right now, it's still Tyroy's Bayonetta who's doing so well to keep that stock really clean, or at least the damage keeping it at the minimum, but that's not going to last for long once you get caught by Bayonetta's combos.
So far, Tyroy doing a good job of SDIing out of Jules' attempts to even the game up. And again, the patience. It feels as though Tyroy has not been the over-aggressor, but look at this combo attempt. Perhaps trying to carry off the side was Tyroy, but instead Jules seems to get out for free. That looked like it could have been a stock, but instead no confirm save available.
Yeah, good patience there from Tyroy, holding that shield, knowing that if he overextends, he might pay the price. Right now, it's not looking impossible for either parties. To be honest, Jules has shown great skill when it comes to the combat, but that's going to be a confirm. No, it's not. Wow, okay, that was insane there.
I could have sworn they were dead too. I was 100% there with you, but that the back air will take it, and yeah. Jules, after losing the first stock, you typically expect Bayos to play more defensively to secure that win, but the aggression from Jules was too much. Tyroy overwhelmed game one.
That is exactly the case. Unfortunate situation for Tyroy. Right now, Jules is playing phenomenally. By the way, chat and people in comment section, we appreciate you. We're glad that you're enjoying our commentary. And yes, quite honestly, quite genuinely, we enjoy these matches, and I'm sure that you can find something to enjoy as well, because these competitors are giving it their all, so it would be a disservice if we don't give it our all as well in commentary. You guys in chat make this possible, so make sure to please keep on rooting for your best, your favorite competitors, because they are absolutely crushing it today here at SmashCon 2023.
All right, so carrying off the top potentially right there, but instead Jules gets a reset, and now trying to get that up tilt, predicting it looked like the roll on, not going to work out so far. Instead, getting another confirmed Tyroy. Again, just these dash forward. It's kind of like one of those FGC moments. You take the throw against Bayo because the alternative is getting caught with one of those up being put in the blender. So yeah, I'll take the throw every single time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just like that. The pressure that right now Tyroy is trying to exert on Jules, it's there. But look, once you're in, it's just really hard to get out of those combos, especially though the Witch Time allows Bayonetta to do so much, to basically go creative mode on every single opportunity. You know that you're about to get mistreated as soon as you land on a Witch Time.
And so far now, Tyroy doing a really good job at avoiding these combo starters and these kill options from Jules. It feels as though when the tempo is a little bit slower, Tyroy tends to do very, very well. But when Jules can turn it up, go a little bit more aggressive, it becomes really, really hard for Tyroy to keep up.
I have an interesting question. Am I the only one that's getting confused? I'm getting confused because I know that Tyroy is the red one, but then that Bayonetta doesn't have the blue flames.
True.
So it's messing me up.
It's the shield. It's the shield too. It makes it difficult to tell the most part.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's just me, but I'm suffering a little bit, but not as much as Tyroy is suffering from getting sent all the way up into heaven with a beautiful combo from Jules. Game number 2 already under her belt.
Again, Tyroy's command of the neutral has been commendable. It feels as though whenever we're at a point where they're both staring at each other, Jules pulls the trigger first, goes in, and Tyro's usually able to get a punish. But I say usually, because every now and then you just die. And that's kind of the Bayo special, and seems like nobody's doing it better this tournament than Jules so far.
All right, am I mistaken? This is the first time we see Town and City. I think we saw it earlier, but it's not the standard. At least, oh yeah, we saw it once before. I do believe it was Goblin. I could be wrong, but it's a stage that we haven't seen a lot, and it could allow interesting situations as well. Those ever-moving platforms as well will create a lot of opportunities for Bayo to get something done, and maybe something started and maybe something finished as well.
Yeah, a lot of players ban this against Bayonetta, but in the Ditto, hey, we're both Bayonetta. We both have the same broken tools. We can go ahead and exploit them to their max on this favorable stage. This is one of those saying, I know my character better than you. Neutral, I got it down. Combo game, I got it down. I got that confidence to take home the dub.
Right now, Tyroy could take advantage of the rage, at least forcing Jules. No, never mind, it's the other way around. See, that's the thing, that's Jules taking the first stock. The flames of Bayonetta's kicks are just keep messing with me, but so far it's not looking pretty for Tyroy, who's currently sitting on his last stock, while Jules still relatively fresh. I mean, the chase down is real, but she's also really good at avoiding the pressure that Bayonetta can put out, and careful, platforms can be a bit of a double-edged sword for either of them.
But now, trying to recover above the ledge, always a bit of a risky proposition. Tyroy does land one back air right there, but Jules, just the extension on the neutral air to say, I'm going to go ahead and float back with a ton of hitboxes. Challenge me if you dare. Still stuck in the corner right there. This aggressive forward air, I'm digging that. The fair one, and then immediately bounce back. Get a chance to recover yet again. Jules is scrapping, trying to get back to center stage, and so far, not a lot to show for it. And Tyroy continues the pressure, but the Twist, excuse me, bailing out right there.
Yeah, the bats within doing a phenomenal job once again to make sure that they land safely. And you know what? I love the way that Jules just recovers for the most part aggressively, and it works out, still surviving, tanking this first stock. Still, it's just absolutely insane. Imagine what Bayonetta could do with this amount of rage. I mean, they're not too far from getting a clean 2-stock there. Tyroy actually struggling to find Jules somewhere, and they're getting strangled really, because every time they fight, it's against him. And Tyroy gets the first stock, but it took him quite a while to get it. Actually,
I mean, you fell out of a Jules combo that could very well have ended your game. That was a brutal way to go ahead and claim the stock, though. Tons of damage here, and now Tyroy has the ability to respond. Solid rage, and Jules can't get out of the combo. Okay. So you talked a little bit about the Bayonetta and being able to take advantage of rage, but the fact is that character actually has a love-hate relationship with it. Because it increases the hit stun and the damage, it becomes a little bit easier to SDI out of combos when you have max rage. But when you got that 3/4, when you're at 110, 120 or so, that's the sweet spot. You can kill a lot earlier, and it's still not particularly easy to get out of your strings.
Unbelievable. Tyroy with an insane comeback there, despite things not looking his way at all. And I'll be the first to admit it. Jules was doing so well. It's just a matter of not making the mistake where it matters the most. Right now, the balloon gets popped, with the amount of hits is just unprecedented as well. Not a lot of damage there, but the heal guns doing its job to just force Jules a little bit off that interaction. Those close quarters can be interesting for both of them. Really, either of them can make the most out of every single mistake or overcommitment, whether it's the Witch Time or a smash attack, as we've seen a couple times prior.
Now the heel slide to start up a string again, but you don't really get too much out of that spot right there. It feels as though both these players are DIing hard away. Forward air not going to finish it off that third hit off the top. Instead, a very even game right here. Neither one of these players able to take a solid lead so far.
Watch out though, because it is Jules who's currently struggling. First stock gets taken, but a beautiful Witch Time into up smash. Tyroy apparently found something within him to just try to keep himself composed at all times. Gets an extra hit, not enough to take the stock just yet. that blast zone seemed to be a little bit that body seemed to be a little bit too close to the blast zone. And careful here, another back air will put tyroy once again off stage. Save recovery, at least nothing that Jules offered was enough to get tyroy to second guess his recovery attempt.
So now toss him up, but again, the bats within, bailing out of that combo potential. So we're stuck on that platform now. Nice defensive options here. Not going to really try to press a ton of buttons. That's the benefit with these taller platforms, is that you can go ahead and be a safe haven for Bayonetta in some of these spots.
Careful here, the balloon. Don't forget about the balloon. It doesn't matter. You get sent straight to it. Jules once again taking that first stock already. Looking quite well at this point, but the pressure is on. Tyroy looks incredible at this point. Don't get caught off. Bats within to avoid the pressure, and you know that you're in danger as soon as you're in the air. Once again, they're trying to fight for the grabs. They know that they can deal so much. They're window openers, basically. The trade on that grab, interesting. But right now, that's a perfect opportunity to land a force an up smash there. A little bit charged as well, so that means that we're going into game 5. These competitors are not ready to give up on the hope of getting top 4.
Exactly. I mean, we're kind of seeing the difference between playstyles right here. When tyroy is able to sit back, gather a little bit of data, understand what his opponent's trying to do, he's able to get those phenomenal witch times. And that, we haven't seen Jules really do too much of that. It's been tyroy that has the witch time, both the confirms down as well as the timing to get going.
100% agreed. Apparently, tyroy definitely woke up. It took him a while, and it is a bit of a gamble taking 2 games to figure out what your opponent is trying to do. But once you get it, it can be so rewarding. Not only a morale boost, right? Getting a reverse 3-0, but just knowing what your opponent is going to do is just so good. Trying to get the up smash there to end things away, but tyroy is struggling there, by the way. And I gotta give it to you guys. Smash Force Battlefield is just absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I miss it.
Such a good version of the stage, for sure. Down tilt into the up, yet again, solid string. This time Jules carried off the top, and it feels like something is starting to change right here in this pivotal game 5. Tyroy has had it locked down since moment 1.
Watch out. A good opportunity here for tyroy to get that first stock. Unfortunately, not being able to concrete that extension that he was looking for on the up tilt. Now careful, because both of them could make the most out of this instance. Gets the bat within once again to avoid the aggression. Which time gets punished, not enough to lose his stock just yet. Jules still surviving over 130%. I can only think what he's looking for. Maybe a kill confirmed with this amount of rage. Could be insane, but that's not the case. An up air is enough to take Jules' first and last stock in winners.
Up tilt into up air, but again, these bats within, both of them just barely managing to get out of each other's combos with that frame 1 air dodge. Waiting again right there was a great option, but Jules so far unable to get so much as a single foot set in this match. Finally carrying off the stage here. We're going to get the forward air. No, again, great SDI down and out from tyroy, but Jules sold out for that combo, unable to get the recovery, and a reverse 3-0 on tyroy's end.
That's gotta be amazing. That's gotta feel incredible as a competitor. Not only you're qualifying for top 4, it was a reverse 3-0. It was a commanding victory there from tyroy. Absolutely deserved as well. Great competitor, kept his composure, and ultimately was like, okay, listen, I know I can do it. It's just a matter of focusing. It's just a matter of recollecting myself, and that he did.